There we
Okay.
are.
Is
Whoa.
this gonna work?
It's working. It's working.
All right, awesome.
You are a ninja. What's up, my man?
Doing good, man. Good to see you, Mr. Dolce.
Good to see you, Duane, man. Been too long, my
Is the
brother.
audio good?
Yeah, you sound great. It's like you're on
Cool.
a TV studio stage.
It's living that life now.
That's the way Duane
Not
Bang
really.
rolls, man. Yes, it is. Look at you. Of course you are. You're everywhere. You're crushing it. You're killing it. You're doing good things, man. Big
I am
fight coming up.
busy. I'm gonna turn up my my volume real quick.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Boom.
Boom.
Okay. Is that good?
That's-
Now, do we do? Is it gonna be a video you post, or is it the audio, or are you gonna make it text right up?
It's going to go both. It's going to be a video through YouTube and social media, cut up a little bit, and then the full thing, long form, is going to be on the podcast, iTunes podcast. So
Yes, sir.
best of both
Awesome.
worlds. It's audio is good. Just talking to you, it's great that we got some video too, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what's up,
man?
Bang? So where are you right now? Tell us.
I am in Brooklyn, New York, at
Yeah.
the Residence Inn in a suite now.
Ooh,
We're in a
of
suite.
course you are.
That means we get clean sheets. Is what that means.
Well, day one they're clean, right?
Yeah, day one, yes.
Day one they start clean. Sorry, ladies.
Good.
Right on, man. Big fight.
Yes, sir. Big fight. Another great opportunity to showcase the skill set that we have been developing over many years. And, watching TJ fight, it's bringing to life Bruce Lee's philosophies.
Yeah.
So it's a treat to be a part of his journey. It really is.
And you've said that you think TJ is the most complete mixed martial artist on the planet. Tell us
Yes, sir.
more about
Just
that.
looking at, evolutionary wise, well, look at UFC 1. Look at the skill set the fighters had then versus the skill set the fighters have now. It's just like Roger Bannister with the Foreman a mile, right? People didn't think that it could be broken. Now, each and every fight, each and every show, there is a new skill set being displayed, and people are becoming more aware of the opportunities and the availabilities that humans can perform under, right?
Yeah.
And one thing with TJ and I is we are both we were in a commitment to constant and never-ending improvement toward black belt excellence in many levels of life. We don't reiterate the same information. We're always curious on what the next layer of information and how to improve. And look at the results. Look at the results. We keep our head in the sand. We stay busy in the dojo and improve each and every day.
Which is the true life of a martial artist.
Under my definition, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's the lifestyle. It's, whether there's a Henry Cejudo or not waiting, the training doesn't change much, I'm sure, especially
No.
with you, with TJ, with the relationship that you have, but with this lifestyle, this practice.
Yeah. Yes, sir. The commitment to always improve. That's just the way it should be. And that's what keeps us, humans are goal-oriented, right? So I just always want to see what the next layer is and just always be discovering. It's discover, develop, master. Those are the three. But mastery is never obtained. It's just the pursuit of mastery is what keeps us engaged and focused and hungry and the desire and everything to be the best of not just the world but ourselves, right? It's always, that's our main challenge, is to master ourselves. So even whether it be Henry Cejudo or Demetrius Johnson or anybody, they need to fight the best TJ Dillashaw. So my job is to extract his potential and always be curious and just continue to grow because it's fun.
And how long have you been working professionally with TJ?
We've been together now, working together for 6 years.
6 years. A long time. And when did he
I'm
come?
on to the month.
To the 6 Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Sir.
Dates like that. So he fights Cejudo for the 125-pound world title. And for those that don't know, TJ Dillashaw is dropping from 135 pounds down to challenge the reigning 125-pound champion, former Olympic gold medalist Henry Cejudo, who beat Demetrius Johnson, who was the most dominant champion in that division. So now TJ is going to the other man's hometown with regards to weight. He's giving up many advantages, all advantages. It's much easier to bring the smaller guy up to the big weight class than for the big guy to go down. A lot more variables on the table. So you guys have been making that transition, but how long have you been focused on this? Is this something you didn't talk about 2-3 years ago? It was in the back of your minds, kind of a subplot running, or was this something that came up overnight?
It's both. From day one, again, it's the pursuit of mastery and extracting his potential and being the number one TJ Dillashaw that we can have. The opportunity came up to fight for the belt at 125, So we took that challenge, right?
That's
And
exciting.
the team that he has around him, the team that we have together right now, it's working out really well. His diet is on point. He's sharp. He's fast. He's strong. His jiu-jitsu, his wrestling, his striking, his mind, all the intangibles that he has, he's just firing on all cylinders. And it is a blessing for a martial arts instructor to have him as my student, my pupil, and I take it pretty serious as he does as well. So having this opportunity to showcase our skill set, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's rare.
It's
nice.
Awesome. Now
it's like a movie, right? So
it is.
It's good to be a part of this. That's for sure.
Yeah, and this is what Duane Bang always does. This is what you've always been doing. This ain't nothing different, right?
Since day one. Since day
sure.
one. You know, I've known since I was a child I was going to be a world champion and have my own academy, my own dojo. I didn't really foresee me leading champions to the cage or to the ring. Well, there was no UFC back then, right? But
well, we did.
This is what happens when you mind your business, right? Everyone is very curious about what the other guy is doing.
Yeah.
Especially on the last two fights with TJ versus the guys from Sacramento. It was nonstop finger pointing.
Yeah.
And what did we do? We kept our heads in the sand and focused on what we could control, and that's getting better each and every session. Yeah. And now look at the results.
Yeah.
And this is a reminder to myself, right? So it's good. I'm glad this is happening.
Yeah. No, this is amazing.
Deserved.
And TJ seems to, in my opinion, and I think that of many others, he's outpaced himself from the division currently. He's separated himself so far from the 135-pound pack. Nobody complained when the champion is leaving the division. That gets some people mad. The distance was so far. Everyone was like, that's a good fight. Yeah. That's the best possible fight right now.
You know what? They were like, you know what? Good job. I see what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. There were no complaints of us. Why don't you fight this guy or that guy? You know, the next two guys in the division are Marlon Moraes and Rafael Sunsao. And Sunsao already beat Moraes in a decision that wasn't very entertaining. But both of them would be a tough test as most guys in the top 10 of the division. But it's nothing like the challenge that we're facing at 25 against Cejudo. So that really is a much more credible challenge for us, just because the weight drop and who Henry is, being a former Olympian, and him beating Demetrius. But I don't think he actually beat Demetrius. I would rather him be fighting Demetrius right now or possibly in the future.
Yeah.
But not to get too off track. You're right. Not that many people complained about him dropping down to 125 and leaving any contenders in the rafters, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's been just dominant enough, especially after what he did to Cody. Right now, everybody needs to play a little catch up and get up to that level. It wouldn't even, I don't want to be a dick, but it wouldn't even be fair in some ways if TJ continues to progress at the level that he's shown over the last 6 years. Because if you stop into TJ's career, you pull up one of his fights 4 years ago, 6 years ago, 3 years ago, you'll see evolution. It's not the same guy banging it out. He's got a good chin. He's durable, so he gets the win. It's not that at all. You're seeing something brand new every time, like George St. Pierre. When George was peaking through his career, you could see the athletic, the technical, the cognitive development, the complete martial arts you would see expressed in the athlete. You see that with TJ. So that's exciting now. And it's ballsy in a good way that he's journeying farther from his homelands, right? Going out to conquer the world. He's crossing the oceans right now. And a lot of champions, and that's not a problem, they don't do that. They won't do that. Man, they can't do that. TJ's actually extending himself to such a degree. So it's fun to sit back and to watch as a fan of the sport, but also as an aficionado of the martial arts and of the history and of athletes like a TJ Dillashaw, a coach like Duane Bang Ludwig, who separate themselves with excellence for such long periods of time. You have to sit back and give credence to that. So it's enjoyable to see what you guys are doing right now. And I know he's well-trained, man. And you talked about they talked about him maybe going up to 145. And I know clickbait and headlines, but I could see it. It's not that far out of the range, and not that we're putting that fight out there. I think it's just an interesting conversation.
Yeah, Ariel Hawani asked me about that the other day, and that would be another true test for him now to go up to 45 and check that division, right? Not check it, but to test ourselves, and that's always the pursuit is to see what our potential is. So again, the 35-pound division has some credible opponents, but dropping down to 25 is going to be a tough test, and let's get through this test and see what the future holds. But jumping up to 45 has been a thought in our mind.
Yeah. Okay. And was that a thought before the Cejudo fight was even made? Were you thinking maybe 145?
I want to test if there are any limitations.
Yeah.
No limitation as limitation, right?
Yep.
No way as a way, as Bruce Lee would say, to flow like water. So TJ, when he fights, he truly is. It truly is watching Bruce Lee's philosophies come to life. And man, it's if Bruce Lee was alive today, he'd be proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just as Sensei Boss Rutan is proud, and I'm proud of him, and just a part of this journey, right? And even though it is, at the point, in my opinion, he's the world's most evolved martial artist right now, the way we've got here is, again, keeping our head in the sand, minding our business, improving each and every day, and testing the limits and seeing if there are limits and where they're at. Just being curious, right? But having fun with it. I joke around all the time. I tell
who, you?
I enjoy this, right? But the thing is, like, we play UFC. I tell this to TJ's jiu-jitsu professor, Felipe Delamonaco, out of Gracie Baja. Every time we go there, I say, hey, Professor, you ready to play UFC? He's like, yeah. So, to enjoy it, even though we're at the highest level right now, you still have to enjoy it and have fun. We were in, Alan Watts. Yep. Alan Watts said, find a way to get paid for playing. Yep. And we're at a boxing gym, and I told the boxing coach that, and he goes, but boxing, we don't play. And I said, well, you're going to perform much better if you're enjoying in the moment rather than being tense and stressed. And he's like, yeah, good one. And I said, hey, that was from Alan Watts, so I can't take too much credit, but, find a way to get paid for playing. And even though, in my eyes, it's not about the financial aspect, but just to not grow up and to stay a kid. Yeah. I'm in Brooklyn, New York right now looking for my Ninja Turtles.
Right.
Master Splinter in the house. They just have fun, right? Enjoy it.
Yep. That's awesome, man. Now, Cejudo, what do you see as a unique challenge?
He's tough. He's strong. Okay. He pushes the pace. He is in shape. He takes a great shot. His right hand, his right kicks, his wrestling, obviously, his tenacity. Former Olympic gold medalist. We have a very tough task on our hands, but with us always improving, we're not always focused on the opponent. Again, it's us always continuing to grow. So it doesn't matter it does matter, obviously, who's in the cage. We want to be aware of certain aspects of their skill set, but for them to fight the best version of ourselves. So we don't necessarily game plan too much for the opponent, but again, extract our potential so that whoever's across that cage, they are fighting the best TJ Dillashaw, and that's what will happen on the 19th when TJ steps in the cage and Bruce Buffer says, are you ready? Yeah. Yes, sir. Get it on, baby.
Yeah, that's exciting, man. I'm pumped up. I don't get pumped up as much for a lot of fights. I am pumped up for this fight for sure, for all the reasons that we've discussed. So what's going on with you in the land of Bang Muay Thai?
Just teaching and sharing the most honest, respectable martial art form I can generate, right? Because whether I'm working with TJ Dillashaw or a regular client, I have the same goals: to keep them safe, healthy, and happy, and improve and enjoy the journey. So it's something that I've learned from Sensei Boss Rutan, and obviously you as well, Mike Dolce, but to enjoy the moments of life. Yep. So it's just having fun and not taking it too serious, but to make sure we are operating at the highest level. So for me to help an average Joe and then all the way to the complete end of the spectrum of TJ Dillashaw, I'm a blessed man. I really am. I've dedicated my life to the arts, and this gives me purpose, and I love it.
What's great about you is that you don't treat either of those two any different. You treat them exactly the same. You have the same interaction, engagement, sense of humor, focused, concern, desire to see them succeed, intention. There's no difference, of course, right? That's the fun thing about your system.
To levels, because when I have TJ come in and bow on the mats, he's there to operate at the highest level known to man of martial arts, right? But then we have the day one students. That's why I just keep it simple. I ask the guys to show up on time, get better, get tired, take care of the partners, right? So and enjoy the journey. So if you follow those 4 rules, you should have some fun, right?
Yeah.
Leave the dojo sweaty, sore, and smiling. Well, I say dojo, but sometimes people, they show up to the gym to work out.
Yep.
They go to an academy to learn. They go to the dojo to find their way, and that's the path. And my my building is one of three or all three of those. You can show up for a workout. I can teach you some of the information, so it's an academy, and then along with the information, you need to find your own way, and then it becomes the dojo. So, it's just expressing the soul.
Yep.
It's living life. It's
Yeah,
helping
man.
out, giving back, uplifting, and inspiring. And getting someone's mind off of their possibly not so happy job, and to forget about that and just have a good time in a friendly, high-paced environment. Give them a smile, get them a little workout. That's good. It's my service back to the world is quality martial arts at the highest level. And that's trained safe and effectively.
Your dojo, your flagship location, that's in Colorado.
Yes, sir. Westminster, Colorado.
And people around the world can participate in Bang Muay Thai through local facilities, local coaches, and also even in their home with technology.
Yes, sir. Yes, we have the online academy, and on the online academy, you just go on the website, and we have all the workouts video recorded for everyone to follow, whether you're a day one student or a high-level coach. There's information on there for you to follow. That is my most honest expression of how you should teach and share martial arts. But then we have an affiliate system as well, where I teach other coaches what to teach and how to teach, and they follow our program. Not to reference it to a freaking McDonald's, right? But it's still following that same business format so that they are teaching what should be taught. And that's why I put out so many free videos on my social media, because it's about keeping people safe, right? And you see videos all the time of one instructor just banging on another student, like their hands are down, they're getting cracked. Like, what good is that? Like, don't you motherfuckers see my videos? Like, you should be training safe and effectively and be respectable human beings and taking care of each other, not punching somebody in the face who has their hands behind their back and they're just getting whacked on, right? Like, I don't like to see those videos. So that's what encourages me to make sure that I put out a bunch of free content so people know what to train and how to train and become accountable.
Yeah, and they're everywhere. It's like every BMT, Bang Muay Thai is in gyms everywhere. Your affiliate programs are running literally everywhere, globally, all over the place.
Yes, sir.
And that's awesome. So you really, not just have you excelled, and you said in the beginning of this conversation that you were pushing and TJ was pushing through an excellence, the excellence of a black belt. And I'm paraphrasing your words, times infinity, because there's no end to the pursuit of self-betterment or self-control and taming oneself. There's no limit to that, and it's always this never-ending process. But you've taken that same approach, and you apply it in the other areas of your business. You run it as a husband, you run it as a father, you run it as a businessman, as an entrepreneur. You're running multiple businesses here at a high-class level while running, the nuts and bolts of your foundation, which is the actual skills and techniques, and it's the teaching of the martial arts, in the ways that people are willing to accept it. So you've, and I remember many times that you were working, hand in pad, putting down combinations in your system.
Yeah, still to this day.
I bet. And it's like, that's just, many of my associations with you are like you in that mental space, and you could just see how hard you're working when many people don't utilize the time, because you were working other jobs and making money in other ways. Even as you're continuing to craft this, it was that the passion of someone who was making $1 billion an hour while being crafted in those martial arts. But again, it's that pursuit of excellence. So how has that been able to help you within your proven day job, which is TJ's coach per se, but the businesses that you're able to run and the mentality that you're using for those out there who are trying to get out of their rut, trying to use the idea or find the passion or get paid to play?
Yeah. It's about finding your passion. I've been very lucky. I've had a goal in my mind since I was a child that I'd be a world champion and have my own dojo. I just knew that was happening. So I always have that in the back of my mind, having a chief aim and purpose in life, and formulating my daily routine in that direction has really helped me. Yeah. So it just, again, it's a pursuit of mastery in every level, and earning a black belt in life is doing, I feel I operate on about an 80% level. But a lot of people say I hustle and I get after it and I go for it, but I feel I'm on about an 80% level. I'm at a frequency that's enjoyable now. I'm learning to slow things down and smell the roses, right? Yeah. Enjoy the time, enjoy the day. But I do go after it, though. It's fun, right? Because, just the way I pursued my martial art career was 100%, but now I'm learning to slow things down and having more quality reps rather than just being busy, but making sure that it is safe and effective work. And I used to be really selfish when I was a fighter because I felt that was my mindset then. But now my focus is to be of service to others, right? And that's the golden rule, to treat people as you want to be treated, and again, help out, give back, uplift, and inspire. And that's what martial arts has taught me, is discipline and laser-like focus, and to get the job done. I have the ability to win world titles. Now, sharing those little tricks and tips with other people is my reward. It's my service back to the world. And to have someone who's as dedicated as TJ, it's amazing to be a part of that. Now, for the average person, I don't want to say average, but statistically speaking, an average Joe, or whatever label you want to give that, would want to get out of their rut. If they are in a rut, well, create a service that's good for the world and just double down on that.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. But again, I was super lucky to have this vision in my brain. Not that you can't have a vision in your brain now. If you're 40 or 50 or 60, I'm sure you can still pull things off. But
even
having a direct vision is important.
You were chasing your vision, chasing your passion, chasing that feeling in your gut, that gut feeling. You were chasing that at a time when there was no financial incentive to be an MMA coach. You're not making any real money. You're working a full-time job and doing that on the side. That was all that was available. That was a good living, right? If you were able to kind of cover the cost of your trips almost, right? A little time off of work. Now, obviously, the metrics have changed, and they've changed considerably. And I say that just because that shows you were chasing your passion for the sake of your passion, not for anything that was associated with it, any spoils.
Yeah, I didn't really know any better at the time. I was going for it, right? I was like, just going for it and having smiles and having a good time. But then you start having a mortgage and a wife and children, then you're like, oh shit, you're a bit more responsible for other beings than just yourself.
Yeah,
so
they got to eat too, man.
Yeah, I gotta eat. So now the many things have been contributed to my success from outside of me. One big key piece, I wish I would have crossed paths with you earlier in my career, so I feel I'd have a better odds in certain situations, right? So it's about having that piece of information. And sensei means history teacher, from those who've come before you. So paying the positive lessons forward, and now it's been super fun. And it's easy for me to say find your purpose and your passion and go for it, but there are certain ways, because you can be an awesome trainer and hold paths for everybody, and people will just take advantage of you as well. So you got to set guidelines and make sure that you're holding yourself responsible and accountable to make sure that people aren't taking advantage of you either. And it's just leading by example.
Yeah. Now we're going to change it up a little bit.
Sure.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I used to really like The Warriors. Was always a good movie. Enter the Dragon, Game of Death, Bloodsport, Kickboxer. I don't think I have one favorite movie. There's many aspects to all these movies, but they've all been action movies.
80s kind of, B budget, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
martial arts,
great.
karate, kickboxer, right? What is your favorite cheat food? Bad.
Food. Well, I used to be, as you know, maybe not remember, but I used to love sweets, but I really kicked the sweets thing quite a bit. I've been eating pretty clean lately. I eat the same meals that TJ's eating as well as his chef, Sam Calavita, the Calavita family.
Yeah.
Eats all his meals, and they've been making me meals. I've been splitting time in California with TJ. Story time, right? Pizza. I like pizza. I had some pizza last night with Professor, so pizza, probably. Did that black out? I just got another call. Sorry.
It did. No worries. Pizza, and I had a couple of other questions, but I forgot. I'm just trying to change it up.
I like ramen noodles, sushi.
Ramen noodles, like in the styrofoam pot, and you pour some.
No, some actual ramens from like a sushi shop or not Yoshinoya, but like a good quality ramen place, not the ones in the pack or in the styrofoam.
Gotcha.
But some good quality ramens.
Favorite breakfast?
Breakfast, bacon and eggs. Sorry, I keep getting a call. Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs.
Salsa on there, some green chili.
What'd you have for breakfast today?
What did I have for breakfast today? What did I have for breakfast today? I went to Whole Foods, had a kale salad, had some chicken, some drumsticks, or chicken wings, and a bowl of fruit.
Awesome.
Coffee and a juice.
How much coffee do you drink a day?
All of it.
Exactly.
I had two.
Exactly. Two.
sir.
Right on, man. Well, what do you got next? I know you're gonna go out there, you're gonna whip some butt, you're gonna get another world title, make history, and then
Gonna go out there, have fun, and perform. Put on a martial art performance is what we're gonna do. Is go out there and have fun, and then after that, I'm just traveling the world, teaching and sharing martial arts with my affiliates and at my dojo. And I'm on a seminar tour. I have a seminar at the Onnit facility in Austin, Texas, January 26th, which is the same night that Juan Archuleta is fighting for Bellator.
Oh.
Bellator, that's gonna be a good fight. Ryan Bader and Fedor. Man, I wanted to go to that fight, but that's what I have coming up, is just traveling, teaching and sharing martial arts, and hanging out with the family and friends.
Yeah, right on, right on. How do you see that Bader Fedor going?
I think Ryan's gonna beat him. He's gonna ground and pound Fedor.
Okay.
Yeah, I studied that fight. I did a breakdown on my YouTube channel, watching their fights in the last tournament. I see Ryan beating him, taking him down, and just mauling him. If you watch Ryan Bader's fight with Mitrione, even though Mitrione and Fedor are two different people,
sure,
he performs like that, dump, secure, couple ground and pound shots, re-secure position. He's fighting very smart. He's in shape. He's sharp. He's confident. I'm going with Ryan Bader. Ryan Bader.
Bader. Yeah, and that's actually a good breakdown. That makes perfect sense. He is fighting smart. Smart guy, right? Go out there, get the win. Get the dominant win, get the paychecks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right on. All right, brother. I know you got to get out of here. You got a busy schedule this week.
You, sir.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate you. We're all cheering for you. Where does everybody find you, Mr. Ludwig? How can they find you?
My new Instagram is @BangMuayThai, because my Duane Bangcom one got shut down from the freaking copyright infringement. You shared UFC video and they shut down your gram. But man. Shazam, I'm back on the gram.
Bam. Back. Did you have to restart your account again, or?
I just used my business one, my Bang Muay Thai one.
I think you can get that back. A lot of the coaches, they've.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay. We'll talk offline.
Please, send yes.
Right on.
Awesome.
How dare they, man?
I know, it's a service, right? I put a bunch of free content down there to share martial arts.
Right.
So
what
if
you
disservice to the fans?
What if you retweet like a post that they put out? Is that even allowed? I'm terrified to do anything.
I'm not sure, but I got the. I know I would share UFC videos and.
Sure.
I probably shouldn't just say UFC videos, because I make videos in my dojo and there's background music playing.
Oh.
But from what I hear in the industry, it's from sharing UFC videos. So apparently you're not supposed to do that. But I can share Bellator videos, so I've been working more with doing that.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh, yikes. All right, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for taking the time, man. And we're all cheering for you. Oh, where does everyone find you? We got on the Instagram story.
Bang Muay Thai.
Bang Muay
Thai. Yes, sir.
And website?
Bang Muay Thai as well.
There they go. Enough said. Bang Muay Thai, everybody. I'll put it in the links below. All right, brother. I appreciate it, man. Love you, Bang.
Thank you, Mr. Dolce. Love you, sir. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Duane Bang Ludwig. Everybody, it's always good to catch up with Duane, man. One of the truest, realest, most straightforward, honest humans on the planet. And to be working in the fight game at such a high level, Duane Bang Ludwig is a rare person, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to call him a friend. And so cool to see what he's doing with TJ Dillashaw getting ready to fight Henry Cejudo at January 19th UFC in New York. I believe it's in Brooklyn, which is pretty cool. It's not far from here. I'm living the life of the old man in the sea. I'm living that life right now. Just enjoying my walks and my bike rides and my ocean breezes and the easy life. I'm not looking to sit cage side or go train and drive in and any of that stuff, unless it's to go see Santa Claus or maybe get some apple cider or go on a hike or maybe camping. That's the zone that I'm in. It's the bear zone this winter. In a good way, though. In a way that it's created lots of new content. The downtime has been amazing from a output perspective. I find I work best when I have a floating schedule, and that means I work best when I can sleep and wake up naturally. I can, grab my book or my laptop and pour myself into it when the mood arises, not during a structured period of time. Right now, it's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm here talking to you guys, motivated to be here getting it done. Sometimes it's 9 a.m. or 7 a.m. even that I'm here doing this very similar thing with this same energy. So it's being able to ride that is a nice period of life right now. And sometimes it's not like that, because sometimes it's very rigid and very, scheduled. And I have different, projects that we sign on to that have more of a typical, a very breakneck schedule. Think of a production of movie production. Think about that type of schedule. Well, working on digital content, or written content, or video produced content, or audio produced content. When you're working with teams on projects, there's hard schedules because everybody's getting paid, and they're getting paid by the hour or the half hour. So with that, life gets busy. Life is like 5 a.m. through 9 p.m. So I do hit those phases, and in those phases, it's best to be structured. That's what I've talked about before. Like every 15 minutes of my day is planned out, even laying on the floor with the lights off. That 15 minutes is sometimes planned into my day because I need those breaks. Right now, the phase that I'm in is not that. It's more of a, we're just like bobbing. I'm just floating. I'm just floating along in the comfortable waters. And that's something mentally that maybe we should think about. Maybe you can think about. Maybe you can employ that concept. When things are crazy, when life is crazy, when you're working at a breakneck pace and you got lots of things and bills and responsibilities and deadlines and whatever you got to do, you have to get structured with your time. That allows you to take your time back. That allows you to be more efficient with the time that you have so you can get out of the hole that you were in and get back to being good again, where now you can loosen up and relax with structure. You have to relax with structure. Something to think about. So I want to thank Mr. Duane Bang Ludwig for coming on. Of course, it's awesome to have him on the show. Go to Bang Muay Thai. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him on the interweb or the internet or the World Wide Web or on your phone. Just type in Duane Bang Ludwig and everything will pop up. Definitely take a look at what he has. He's got tons of free videos. He does such a good job. He's such a high-level coach, and he's so well respected. Most of you know who he is, and you know the lure of Duane Bang Ludwig. I appreciate everybody being here once again, and the audio podcast, and then the YouTube video or YouTube viewers. We'll continue to add a higher level of visual comfort as we keep going. But this was done as our audio podcast. I wouldn't have any cameras on up until the beginning of the year, really. Audio podcast, interviews, call-ins, sit-downs. It was really only audio, never video. But now we're actually stepping into more video. So we'll put this out on our YouTube channel in its entirety, typically unedited, just kind of straightforward, raw content. We might throw in a little highlights here or there. But we'll get better at that. And if you guys want to see anything in particular, have any specific guests, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Both audiences, podcast and YouTube audience. Who do you want to see? What guests do you want to have? Leave comments below. Leave comments on the YouTube page if you're just an audio listener of the Mike Dolce Show podcast on iTunes. Hop over to the YouTube page. Subscribe on the YouTube page, of course, for free. And you get all this beautiful free content, but you get to see me in my hat. I probably look the exact way you think I look right now. Black hat, black shirt, black wall behind me, black headphones, black microphone. And that wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. It just works out that way sometimes. But we'll get a little more spicy. We'll get a little more spice in here, a little more color. And it's funny because getting this facility set up, I'll finish with this. I know I'm getting long now. Getting this facility set up, we have so many photos. There's so much memorabilia. There's so much memorabilia dating back, 20 plus years of photos and fights and locker rooms and weight cuts and track workouts and meals of everybody, of who's who of all the greatest athletes and teams before it was all what it is now. And that's what we'll see. That's what we'll be hanging up around here. All right, guys, I appreciate you. This podcast was brought to you by the Dolce Diet's 3 weeks to shredded. Do you want to lose 21 pounds in 21 days? Well, go to thedolcediet.com right now and start the 4-week or 12-week online diet and exercise program. This is the most successful healthy weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes with a 100% success ratio. Over a 20-plus year period, that's insane. It's insane. Who can do that? Who's done that? We've done that. We've used 3 weeks of shredded successfully every single time to do this. Go to thedolcediet.com to learn more. It's personalized for you, your diet, your exercise program, video at the gym, quick, what's the Jefferson squat? Oh, that's it, easy. I can do that right there. Meals, menus, grocery list on your phone. Click off what you want, what you need. It's right there in front of you. What am I supposed to be eating tomorrow? I see that. I'm ready. It's all there personalized for you. It's all at thedolcediet.com. Use my promo code DOLCE10 and you'll save 10%. Why not? What more can I do? What more can I do for you? Should I go to your house? Should I go to your house? You go downstairs. I'm making a breakfast ball. What's up? Yeah. Well, this is what more can I do? Because the oats are just sitting here. You're not making them in the morning. I got to come to your house. I got to make the oats for you too. I give you the best recipes personalized to you. Do this exercise as if I'm training you. It's all here at thedolcediet.com. I appreciate you guys. Remember, don't count calories. Make calories count. Boo!